Hello and welcome you all. Today I'm going to explain page 34, chapter 4th, The Rat Traps, written by Selma Lagerlof. So here we go. The next day, both men got up in good season. The crafter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. So the next morning, both of them got up early in the morning. The crafter, as he had to attend to his task, his business, that is, he had to go to the cow shed and milk the cow. So he got up early and went to the shed. Now, as he had gone, the rat trap seller realized that it's not good that he should continue to sleep, continue to lay in bed. So he decided to got up as well, and he got up and got fresh as well. So they left the cottage at the same time. The crafter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. So, as the red trap seller was also ready, he got fresh, he got up, got fresh, and as the other man, that is the crafter, was already up and had finished his task, so both of them were ready now to leave house, and they left the house the same time. The crafter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. The man with the rat trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. The rat trap seller expresses gratitude, expresses thankfulness, and after expressing these words, his gratitude, they both of them moved to their different places or moved to the different directions to attend their task or to attend to their work. But half an hour later, the rat trap peddler stood again before the door. He did not try to get in, however. He only went up to the window, smashed the pane, stuck in his hand, and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner. So half an hour later, the rat trap seller returned to the same hut and stood before the door, but he did not get in. He walked up to the window because he knew where exactly the money was kept, where exactly was the pouch. So he walked up to the window, then broke in the pane. He broke the pane, thrust his hand in, pushed his hand in, and removed the pouch from there, took out the 30 kroners from it, thrust the money into his pocket, and then placed the pouch back at its place. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. And then, after removing the money, put the pouch back in its place and then went away from there. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased with his smartness. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway, but must turn off the road into the woods. So he was very pleased with his effort, with his smartness, and was as he was walking with money in his pocket. So he was very contented, very pleased, because he realized that with this money he could at least live nicely for the next few months, next few weeks at least. So he was quite pleased with his smartness, with his effort, with his work. And then he realized suddenly that there was some kind of fear that was gripping him, gripping his mind, gripping him, and he felt that he was not willing or able to continue to walk on the highway. Then he realized that he must change the path, he must change the way and follow a different course, a different path, because he realized that if the crafter returned and he found, because the window pane was broken, so he would realize that something wrong was there, and the moment he would find the money gone, he would report it to the police, and police would nab him. If he followed the highway, he would be easily trapped, he would be easily nabbed. So decided to turn off here means a juncture place, a point where from where you can take a different path is called turn off. Okay, so so he decided to change the path, change the way, change the road, and 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 go through the woods, go through the jungle, the forest. During the first hours, this caused him no difficulty. Later in the day, it became worse, for it was a big and confusing forest which he had gotten into. Okay, so the first few hours in the morning didn't prove to be difficult, didn't make any difference to him, or he continued to walk with ease because he was in the habit of walking about and walking around the places. So it caused no trouble for him for the first few hours in the morning, but later in the day, things started to become a bit boring, a bit hard for him, because he realized that the way was too long, and it was also very confusing. He got very confused as he walked. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the paths twisted back and forth so strangely, he walked and walked without coming to the end of the wood, and finally he realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest. So now he made sure, because he was confused regarding the forest, regarding the path as where it was leading. So he decided this time to walk in a definite direction, to follow a particular direction of the road, particular direction, and he was sure if he continued to walk in a particular direction, then he would definitely come out of the forest sometime sooner or later. So he continued to walk in the same direction, but then he found that he was walking back and forth the same place, same area. That is, he was encircling, moving around the same place, going around the same place. He was not escaping, he was not leaving out of the forest, he was not coming out of the forest, but he was going around the same place in the forest. Okay, next is at All at once he realized, he recalled his thoughts about the world and the rat trap. Now his own turn had come now, as he found himself getting trapped into the forest, not getting a way out of it. So he realized, the thought came back. He recollected, he recalled those thoughts that he thought of the world being a big rat trap. So he realized that it was now his own turn had come. He realized that it was now his own turn to get trapped into it, since he got allured, he got duped by the money, the wealth, and so he got trapped into it. He had let himself be fooled by a bait and had been caught. So he realized that he was fooled, he was cheated, he was easily attracted by the bait of money, and that he was now caught. The whole forest, with its trunks, its and branches, its thickets and fallen logs, closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison from which he could never escape. And he realized that the whole forest, with its branches, with its thick areas, thick bushes or forest cover, the fallen logs of trees were all closing on, surrounding him, and it had formed such you can say it had formed such a wall, such a circle around him, which could not be broken, which was impenetrable, which cannot be penetrated, which cannot be escaped, and that impenetrable prison from which he could never escape, and from this he could not escape now. So this is all for now. Thank you.